Rahim. This is Sir Jawad, your maths teacher. How are you boys? I hope you all are fine and be safe at your homes. Today our lecture number is 37 and once again we are on the same chapter number 6, direct and inverse variation, exercise number 6.4 and question number 1 to question number 4. Now today we are going to discuss about the relationship between the time and the distance. What do you know about the time and the distance proportionality? In our daily life, we observe many moving things like vehicles, birds, human beings, ships, animals, etc. in our surroundings. While moving these things cover a certain distance in a certain time at a certain speed. To understand the relationship between these three quantities, we use a formula which is given as below. Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So boys and girls, as you know very well about that, anything which is moving around ourselves is have some sort of speed, some kind of speed, and it is traveling or covering its distance, or it is reaching its destination within the specified time or within some time. So these are the three things which are interrelated, or these are a relationship between themselves. So we will call it as we will define these three quantities in the formula, and that formula is equal to distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. It means we have three unknown values in the given formula. Number one, distance, which is also unknown, speed is unknown, time is unknown. So from these three given variables or these three quantities, any two quantities will be given and the one will be unknown. One will be unknown, or that unknown value will be going to find out. So from the given formula, it can be examined that the distance is directly proportional to the time and the speed. So let's have a look once again to the formula, that is distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. It means थोड़ा सा आप ऑब्जर्व करें बेटा, look at this. If अगर हमारे पास फॉर्मूला के अकॉर्डिंग डिस्टेंस जो है वो स्पीड मल्टीप्लाई बाय टाइम है, तो डिस्टेंस जो है वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा किसके साथ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा, स्पीड इनटू टाइम के. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हमारी स्पीड बढ़ती है तो डेफिनेटली डिस्टेंस, स्पीड और टाइम बढ़ रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली डिस्टेंस भी क्या करेगा, इंक्रीज करेगा, दैट विल बी इंक्रीज. सो it means as the distance as the time or speed is decreasing, so the distance will be decreasing. So the time is inversely proportional to the speed. And now time and speed both are inversely proportional, so as we will increase the speed, so the time will be reduced, and as we will increase the time, or as we will increase the time, the speed will be reduced. So both these things or both these quantities are inversely proportional to each other. An interval between two happening is called a time, and its basic unit is second. What do you know about unit of speeds? Units of speeds, that is a unit, that is not a unit, so that is a typing error. So avoid these typing errors. This is a unit of speed. The distance covered by unit time is called speed. So it means the distance which is covered in 1 second is called the speed of the given vehicles or the given moving object. The speed is measured in different units, that is kilometer per hour, meters per second. So we write these units by dividing the units of the distance, kilometer or meter, by the unit of the time. So it means whenever we are going to divide the distance, covered distance, with the unit time, we will get the required speed. So let's have a formula. From the previous formula, we will derive the formula of speed. In the previous formula, we have studied that distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So time is multiplying with the speed on the right side, and we take it from the right to the left, and that is becomes speed is equal to distance divided by time. Now let's point to ponder. We very well know about that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, and 1 hour have 3600 seconds, or we can write it as 60 multiplied by 60 seconds. Let's have an Questions from the question number 1, a few parts from the question number 1. The part number 1 is 72 kilometer per hour. Question number 1 is saying that convert the unit of the speed into meters per second. So we are going to change this change the units of 72 kilometer per hour into meter per second. So initially speed is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. From this speed we can assume that distance is equal to 72 kilometer and the time is 1 hour. Time is 1 hour. So according to the formula of speed, we can say that speed is equal to distance divided by time. So the distance is 72 kilometer and the time was 1 hour. Time was 1 hour. So as we know that kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1000 meters. So we can say that 72 multiplied by 1000, that will shift to 72 kilometer into meters, and 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60, that will becomes to 3600 seconds. So 72,000 meters divided by 3600 seconds. So after simplification we will get 720 over 36, and after the division we will get 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. So as we convert 72 kilometer per hour in the meter per speeds, we will get 20 meter per seconds. Let's have another question from another part from question number 1. 216 kilometer per hour, same as it is. The distance is 216 kilometer and the time is 1 hour. So as we use the speed formula, speed is equal to distance divided by time, that is 144 kilometer. That is an typing error. So this is 216 kilometer, that is 216 kilometer. Please make the correction of this step. That is 216 kilometer divided by 1 hour, and now we have to multiply 216 with 1000 to convert it from kilometers to the meters, and 1 hour is equal to 60 multiplied by 60, that shifts the 1 hour to seconds. So that is equal to 2,16,000 divided by 3600, and after simplification we will get to 160 divided by 36. So after the division we will get the 60 meters per second. 60 meters per second. So once again I am recalling and reminding you that make a correction of this. This is a typing error. This is 216 kilometer. This is not 144 kilometers. I hope you really understand. Now come towards the question number 2. Now once again we have to ponder. 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometers. 1 divided by 1000 kilometers. Make sure that whenever we are going to move from smaller unit to the greater unit, we always divide the greater units. So I will divide 1 kilometer with 1000, so it will becomes equal to 1 meter. It is equal to 1 meter, and I am going to divide 1 hour with 3600, that will become equals to 1 second. Convert the units of the speeds into kilometers per hour. In example number part number 1 from question number 2, 10 meter per seconds. Now the speed is 10 meter per second and the distance is 10 meter and time is 1 second. Per second stands for unit. Unit means 1. Unit means once. And again using the speed formula, speed is equal to distance divided by time, and this speed is equal to 10 meter divided by 1 second. Now in the previous parts from the question number 1, we multiply the given number, but now we have to divide the 10 with the 1000 to make it kilometers, and we divide 1 with 60 multiplied by 60 to make it in hours, per hours. We make it in per hour because we have to convert the speed into kilometer per hour. 10 divided by 1000 and 1 divided by 3600. As we multiply, change the sign of multiply, this 10 divided by 1000, but as we write it multiply, so the 1000 becomes the denominator, and as we multiply 1 multiply by 60 into 60, and 60 into 60 is equal to 3600. As I change the sign of multiplication, this 3600 which is dividing the denominator will become then multiplication in the numerator, so both these values swap each other. 3600 ऊपर आ जाएगा और 1000 हमारे पास नीचे आके मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. आई होप यू रियली अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टेप. So that becomes 36,000 divided by 1000. 30 cancel and we will get 36. But now we have converted the units, and that becomes kilometer per hour. Let's have another part from question number 2. 20 meter per second. So speed is equal to 20 meter per second and distance is equal to 20 meter. Time is equal to 1 second. So as usual, because it is per second, so per stands for unit, so we will write it at 1 seconds. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. Speed is equal to 20 meter divided by 1 second. So now our conversion is going to start. We will divide numerator 20 meter, we divide meter with division with 1000 to make it kilometers, and 1 divided by 16 to 60 to convert it into per hour, So now 16 to 60 is, that becomes 3600, and which will multiply the numerator, and 1000 which will be multiplied with the denominator. So I make it sure that 1000 which is dividing the numerator, now we have to put it to the denominator and 3600 to the numerator. So we will get 72 kilometer per hour. That is our conversion of the speed into kilometer per hour from meter per second. Now now once again I come to the question number 3. Iram walks up to her school at a speed of 4 km per hour. It takes 45 minutes to reach the school. How far is her school from her home? So now come towards the speed of the Iram. The speed is equal to 4 km per hour. We have to find the distance, but in how much time? In 45 minutes. Let's have to convert the 45 minutes to per hour in hours, because we have the speed in hours. Make it sure your units must be same. The speed of the Iram given in the statement is kilometer per hour, but the time which has been mentioned in the second line of the question, that is 45 minutes. So initially we have to divide 45 with the 60 to make it in hours, to convert it into hours from minutes. As we have to convert the minutes into hour, we will divide with 60. As we convert seconds into hours, then we have to divide twice time with the 60 into 60. I hope you really understand these steps. So the time will be 3/4 hours after simplification. So put the formula: speed is equal to distance divided by time. Time is dividing over here, we will take it on the either side, and that will do a multiplication process, and distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So now the speed of the Iram is 4 km per hour, and the given time is 3/4 hours. So it means the total distance she will cover in 45 minutes to reach her school is 3 kilometer. I hope you really understand this question. So come towards the question number 4. A non-stop train leaves Lahore at 4 p.m. and reaches Karachi at 10 a.m. next day. The speed of the train was 70 km per hour. Find the distance between Lahore and Karachi. That's very simple question. No need to worry about the AM or PM. Just concentrate to your statements and the verdicts of the statement. Speed was 70 km per hour, and the distance is equal to, we really don't know about the distance, but we know about the time. Then that will be given in the 18 hours. I hope you really understand that is 18 hours. Now from where 18 hours came from 4 p.m. to 10 a.m. 4 p.m. to the midnight 12 p.m. that will become, how much that will be become? I hope you really understand about this. From 4 p.m. to midnight, that is equal to 8 hours, and from 12 a.m. to 10 p.m. that is equal to 10 hours. So 10 plus 8 is equal to 18 hours. I hope you understand from where 18 came. Speed is equal to distance divided by time, and distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So speed is 70 km per hour and the time is 18 hours. That is already in the hours, so we don't need to convert the given time 18 hours. So simply we multiply this and we will get the distance in 1,260 km. So this is the total distance between the Lahore and Karachi. So your assignment task for today's work is exercise number 6.4. Question number 1 to 4. Do the practice of all your parts. Kindly mention the following details on every page of your assignment or test sheets. Mention Student name, page number, section, father name, class, and branch names. Wish you good luck, guys. Remember, school family in your kind prayers. Stay home and be safe. Regards, Jawad Iqbal, your mathematics department. Take care. Allah Hafiz.